Peace be to you all. Assalamualaikum. Omar here. Wednesday 5K before work. I want to talk to you guys briefly about why society doesn't like liars and cheaters. Even though many of our political leaders and leaders in business do just that. We seem to hate it most when like regular, quote unquote, regular people do it. And I say this, I usually don't review other people on, I talk about other people on my YouTube channel, but there's this guy named the Liver King who calls himself an influencer, and he's jacked. He's got these perpetually flexed abs, and he said he never used steroids, but then it turned out that he actually did use steroids and a bunch of other stuff. And he says, well, you know, it was prescribed by a doctor under supervision. Listen, I'm just a little old PA. I don't know of any doctor or certainly prescribing clinician that prescribes the stuff this guy was on just because. You have to need a reason to prescribe something. I've had guys ask me for testosterone. So I test them first. I'm like, dude, your testosterone is within the normal range. I'm not going to prescribe it to you just to be prescribing it. Same way as I do for opioids. But it was just very interesting. So he did this apology. Sorry, not sorry. It wasn't my fault. You know, it's one of those apologies where the person doesn't really take accountability for their actions. So enough of that. One of the things when I taught in PA school, I implored the students. I said, guys, please don't cheat. Okay, the stakes are, I know the stakes are high. You get enough bad grades and you flunk out of PA school or med school. It's deleterious on your transcript. And you got, I know people who went through this and they had to reapply again, and you have to report that for the rest of your career. Have you ever been expelled from a professional phase, a professional program in the allied health? And it sticks with you, and then you have to put, if yes, explain, and the space below. And like, oh my God, that was 20 years ago. And it was in something else. It was in another health profession. But this is, you know, the day and age of highly regulated, governmental regulated healthcare. So even us clinicians don't get a break. So they want to know that. So I tell the students, I said, guys, listen, if you think you're going to flunk out, just withdraw from the program. And I've had people withdraw from I've had people withdraw from programs. I knew guys who dropped out of medical school. They're like, nah, this is not going well. I'm out of here. Folks who were in PA school, it was like, I'm out. This is not. One of my favorite students knew he wasn't doing well, so he withdrew. He was like, I'm not going to make it. I'm out. It's better than cheating and getting caught, because you will get caught. Trust me on that. And the worst thing that can happen is that you get. I knew this happened to somebody. They got away with stuff, and then the person was caught cheating. It was something silly like plagiarism. Why would you do that? And they got to report it on their transcript. They got to report it whenever they're going for their a license renewal, or a state applying for a license in another state. They got to report it. Were you expelled, or were you expelled from a program? If so, why? And that particular student was really intelligent and didn't have to. And I asked the student, why did you do that? And the student said, I just panicked. I didn't know how to do the assignment. And I was about to turn it in. So this person, fellow classmate, gave me this old, some work from a student who had graduated. And I just copied it. And it was like, my God, why would you do that? I could have helped you. And you just say, look, how do you do this? I would have gladly helped you. But it was devastating to the student. So it's not worth it. And I say this as somebody who was on academic probation. I was like, look, I'm just going to have to have a talk with my wife. Honey, I flunked out. Thank God I didn't, alhamdulillah. But you know, when you cheat, the higher the accolades, you know, the higher the greater your outcome for cheating. You know, whether it's gold medals, Olympic gold medals, or you know, trophies, or great grades, or money. You know, the greater your accountability is going to be, and the greater you're going to fall. You know, and be punished, unless you're one of those 1% people of the population that are like what they call the Teflon Don. They're absolutely untouchable. You know, that's not. There was a saying by some guy. He said, I forgot who it was. He said, "The rich are very different from us." So, if you're not in that tippy top 1% of the world's population who just can't be touched, you know, you got armies and at your command, or you're almost a trillionaire, and you're part of the infrastructure. So if you fall, you know, a lot of the what we call the infrastructure systems fall. You know, if you're not that guy, and it's all men, maybe a couple of women, you know, you can't. You gotta try to play by the rules, even when those rules are kind of set against you. And I could go on about being a black man in America, and I had no opportunities, and there's racism and all that. Listen, man, work hard, try to be as honest as you possibly can, and you know, let the chips fall where they may. There's a lot of opportunities. If you know, it's like that trite saying, when one door closes, another will open. And you don't know, so don't cheat, because when you're found out, it's embarrassing, and it causes you a bunch of grief. Back to the Liver King, he's got kids, so now his kids are going to see Dad on YouTube being called a cheater. Just eat liver and work out like our ancestors did, and this is how you can get the build like me and buy my supplements. It's unnecessary silliness. Ooh, okay, that's it for now. Try to be honest as you can. I know this is a lot of corruption in this world, and you know, everybody has a reason for why society or whatever, or some system is against them. But just try your best, guys. I say this as a highly middle range guy, middle age, medium complexion, middle income, middle intelligence, middle athletic ability, or whatever. But you can do it. All right, guys. If you have an interest in being a PA like me, it's been a great profession for more than 2 decades. Feel free to contact me. All right, take care. Peace.